Hey, what's up, everybody? Today we have a new episode of Relentless Traumas. If you're just tuning in for the first time, subscribe.
Welcome.
My name is Sam, and this is Jay.
Jay the Bird, along with my trusty brother. We're back, man. We're back. My skin burns.
Yeah.
If you guys go back 2-3 videos, you can see my actual skin color transformation.
Yeah. Goes from brown to really brown.
It goes from brown to...
It's like when you leave
James
the bread in the toaster, you know?
Yeah. It's
too long.
No, great to be back, guys. Anywho.
Yeah.
So how you doing, man?
Doing good, brother. I've been not sleeping, you know. I have medical insomnia, they call it.
Right.
Which means that I just cannot... Which means that I'm asleep, but not really, right?
It's like your mind never stops.
Because my mind isn't asleep. My body supposedly thinks it's asleep, but my mind is like, we're running at least 50% right now.
Well, I discovered... I'm glad you brought that up. I discovered a solution.
No, that's not a solution.
That's not...
Already. I didn't even hear what you said, and I'm already saying no. I tried it, bro. Coming right before? Yeah, I've tried that.
The what? Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't done that in a long time.
And you got issues, buddy.
No, I get, I drink 3 beers, and I go to bed. Now, I don't know if it's working, but I feel like I've been
That's just because your liver's shutting down, so you're not going to sleep, you're fainting. It's called alcohol poisoning.
No me es que the liver's like, guy.
Yeah, liver's like, all right, well, see you in the morning. Clocked out.
Chernobyl, the other day. Well, I mean, I gave it two hits. Yep. Came back on.
Well,
so
it's running like at 10%. You can tell by the skin color,
dude.
But yeah, dude. No. So what happened is I have insomnia already, medical insomnia. So I already can't sleep as it is. Right. Pero my kids are on summer break.
Oh, even harder.
I have 4 children. They're on summer break. So when it's time to sleep, it's time for them to play at full volume.
I was going to say, what is it about summer break? You have to stay up all night. You can't just be like, dude, I'm going to get up early. Same thing, but now I have a whole bunch of time to do things.
Yeah.
What is it? Why do you think that happens?
I think it's the inevitable thought of nothingness and everything all at once.
Like nothing's going on, so...
You won't matter in a matter of years, and so therefore it keeps you awake, and then you forget about it, so then you go, okay, well, I guess I'm going to play some video games now that I forgot. Yeah, or was that just me being young?
Damn!
Those were the thoughts that would go through my head as I was watching Conan O'Brien do his string dance.
Oh, the best. The best thing I've ever seen, yeah. I did that for years.
Those were the things that went through my head from age easily 6 to probably 15, 16. It was like, oh, so nothing matters, and I'm going to die. And everybody I know is going to also die. Yeah.
Well, in Relentless Traumas, guys, we don't really have like a political point of view of things because I've always thought, let the smart people handle that. And obviously too, well, personal opinions are personal opinions. But I do want to say this, guys, because I'm sure we've all seen the videos of the protests. Well, they call them protests going on in California. But I want to say this, guys, regardless of what you believe, what you think it's right or wrong, because obviously there's 2 different sides to everything. Be safe. Be safe out there. Don't let something that you're fighting for become a tragedy. A tragedy. No.
Trilogy.
Tragedy.
I had to say it because it was funnier if I said it.
Well, a trilogy is hilarious because I've seen this happen a couple times. But guys, be out there, be safe. Guys, don't destroy the city. Remember, the city has nothing to do. We need the city to live in it.
I'm glad you're talking about the worldwide scenario because there's something that's happening worldwide and I need to talk about it.
Oh, let's go, bro.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I know we said we're not political. I know we said we don't pick sides, but sometimes we need to talk about these type of things.
Oh, yeah.
La Boo Boo Dolls. What's going on?
Dude. No.
La Boo Boo Dolls guy. Hey, what's going on?
Guys, okay, yeah, fill me in. Porque mira, so, La Boo Boo Doll, I saw it on the internet, people walking around with the little dolls. Todo. And at first, I thought it was just like a thing. I didn't think anything of it. And then somebody said, I saw this video, and I'll say it was a video from this lady that does like Christian videos, okay? And she was saying how they were satanic and don't let your kids fall for it, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, lady, they're just little toys, right? And I'm not saying, but then as in I agree, but I am saying, but then. I started looking into them. Holy crap. I didn't know that's what they were. Voodoo dolls, papa.
Oh, no.
The ones that where you pin people, you know, and it's supposed to be magic or whatever. Holy crap, it blew my goddamn mind. Because I bought some for my children.
Oh, okay. You actually bought
I did, because I was like, it's trending, everyone likes it. But I didn't know they were called voodoo dolls.
You actually bought Labubu dolls. I was bringing up the topic to say how crazy people are about buying these type of things.
Well, I didn't know. The kids were like, oh, Dad, can we get some of these? Yeah, for sure. Go ahead. You know, I order some or whatever. I didn't think anything. Like, I didn't even know they existed until I saw that video. And I'm like, well, what is that? And then I was like, wait, I bought some of those.
Yep.
Holy crap, dude. I don't know how to feel about those now.
I mean, this is the thing, right? I don't get why they're so popular. I'm not saying they're not cute looking or whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that, but because of the prices is what I'm like. Why are people buying this for this much? Why are people hyping it up like it's something this crazy when it's really not? You know what I mean? Hey, bring back the Cabbage Patch Kids or what was it called?
Yeah, the little dolls.
Bring back those dolls, guys. Though they look creepier than the Labubu dolls.
Guys, bring back pots, tazos. Okay, bring back Hot Wheels. Bring it back. Let's make that popular.
Hot Wheels was gone.
Boys.
Hot Wheels. I think they're still there.
They're there, but they're gone as in they're not popular. Dude, they're telling them 2 for $1. I was like, oh, guys, really? Leave them at that price, obviously, but let's make it popular. Like, let's make it popular. But yeah, dude. Damn, did you get any for your kids?
No, dude. You out of your mind, guy? That's so dumb. What kind of dumb person is this?
But when I bought those, is when it had first started. Ahorita the prices are insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ahorita makes no sense. Pero it's because it's this adult kids that are doing these things. Stop it. Let the kids enjoy kid things and you be an adult, dude. Stop it.
I just think, for me, it goes like this. Because the legend goes, that there's a singer from a band called Blackpink. Very, very popular. Extremely popular.
Too popular.
And that she's the one who made it popular because she had a Labubu. Everybody saw her. They were like, oh, now I want a Labubu too.
Makes perfect sense.
So that's why it got so hyped up. And now, obviously, because everybody gets it hyped up, now prices go up and everybody wants one. And so my thing is, like, when does it go from I'm passionate about something to I just want it because somebody else has it that's popular?
Right, because at what point, for example, like what happened with Pokemon cards, right? At what point did now we're not playing Pokemon no more? It's not fun anymore. Now everyone's just trying to get the cards that are super pricey and trying to go to people's garage. I'm sure there's tons of people that if they really look through their stuff in their garage and stuff from what they put away from before, but apparently they have thousands of dollars just sitting there on a Pokemon card. Is that what's going to happen to these dolls? But at this point, let's think about it. They're not made out of fine.
No, they definitely, if we look into history, they're definitely just going to rot. I mean, we literally just had Cabbage Patch Kids. Beanie Babies try to make a comeback, I think. Did it, Betty? Beanie Babies try to make a comeback. I think they're gone again. You know
what was those toys? I don't know if you remember, Betty. That were those small toys that had the little hair.
Oh, Troll?
The Trolls. Remember when that was big?
I hated Trolls, dude. Hated Trolls. They were so ugly. They have the most beady looking eyes.
Well, they made the scariest movie that they made about it, and then it hit so big. Is that what's gonna happen here?
I hated them because they were skin color, no?
Yeah.
Like, they weren't like blue, green, or anything like that. They were like skin color, but then their hair was like pink, red, whatever.
Hair was the crazy.
But they had like those beady eyes. Nah, dude, those dolls were scary.
Those dolls moved that night, for sure. Yeah. For sure. You had one of those, you saw it move. You just pretended like
they did things to you at night.
No, we said trolls, not uncles.
Oh, those weren't the... No. That's where my thing comes that I say, when does it go? Because I if I had money,
right?
I'm a collector.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just not I'm a collector that has no money.
Right.
Therefore, I can't collect anything.
Así dijo un señor. I collect memories.
But I would. Well, you collect years, is what you collect.
Oh, damn.
You know?
From the looks of it,
You collect beatings, is what you collect. Spirit and physical.
If I'm collecting years from the look of it, I'm collecting the more jodido ones.
That's the only kind you collect.
Oh,
You don't have any others in your collection.
Yeah, no, guys. I know you guys couldn't tell, but life has been rough.
But I feel like a lot of people are collectors, and they collect things that just other people make. Like, it's popular to collect. So, I'm collecting this, even though I have no passion towards it.
Right.
But it's popular right now. Everybody's doing it, so I'm gonna do it too.
Yeah, because here in Arizona, and if you guys know who this person, I can't remember where they lived or what, but in my job,
Was it P. Diddy?
Thank God it wasn't.
He collected. Well, let's just leave it at that.
He collected as many as he could.
Yeah.
Oh, damn!
Too soon. Too soon.
Too soon. Échale ganas, you know?
Yeah.
Échale ganas. I wonder how...
collecting too far.
I wonder, like, the maids, because he had to have maids. He's that rich.
Right.
What, did they see things? Like, has anybody interviewed them?
I mean, you pay me $100,000 a year, I don't see nothing, dude.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
I'd be cleaning a house with my eyes closed,
Yeah,
dude.
I can see how... I see through you. I didn't even know you guys were here. Full party going on.
You're cleaning the people. Well, nah.
You don't want to.
That's crazy.
That's
that's crazy. That's crazy.
Como se dice cuando you're part of it now.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what it's called because I can never think of it. An accomplice. Hey, talking to my guy.
Bro, I imagine just cleaning it. Oh damn!
You pay me $200,000, I'll clean. You know what I mean?
Stop moving, Will.
Nah.
Okay.
Es el príncipe, bro. Es el príncipe fresco.
My apologies.
You
My
are a
apologies
jerk.
to the Fresh Prince of Bel Air.
Booty Air. I mean, Bel Air. Wow! It was real, so it's too soon.
It hurts.
I miss the old Fresh Prince.
I miss the Will that we all knew as a young, inspired man, and he wanted to live life, and do good.
Will to me was honestly like Leo. He was like on top of.
Oh yeah,
acting,
like DiCaprio. Oh yeah,
he was so good.
¿Sabes qué me está pasando? I should have wrote down his name. You might be able to find him. The Mexican dude from Last Watch. What's his name?
I don't know his name, but I know.
Man, you bang with her. That guy.
Yeah.
Eso me está pasando con él. Que to me, every time I would watch his stuff, I'll be like, yeah. What's his name?
Michael
Peña.
Michael Peña. Yeah.
Peña.
Every time I would watch his thing, I'm like, dude, this is an amazing character.
Pull up Eva Mendes también?
I would be like, this is an amazing person, an amazing actor. Super talented, super hilarious. His serious roles?
Yeah.
Damn, dude, they get
No, that guy is good, dude.
Good.
That guy is good.
And we don't really have him as...
Is that Eva Mendes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling's wife?
Yeah, I just wanted to look at her. Cool.
No!
Yes, dude. My boy Ryan, bro. My boy Ryan got her, dude. When I was a teen, I was so into Eva Mendes, dude.
Yeah, it's when it was her...
Yeah, when we were
Perrona,
teens, she was like at the top of...
Yeah. Oh, es que cuando salió en Fast and the Furious,
Yeah,
not only was
dude.
she... I don't think she was like at the top of her career, but of her physical appearance. And the hype that came with that. Cars and women on a movie.
And gets married to Ryan Gosling? Yeah.
No.
Tienes todo el paquete. I
No,
wish I was her. Dicen por ahí.
I wish-
Dicen por ahí.
No me digas que screw being with her. Just... she's getting...
You know what?
everything I
Screw Eva
want.
Mendes. Pull up Ryan Gosling by himself.
Shirtless, please. This is... Relentless Traumas is becoming...
I'm sorry, guys. Ryan Gosling is my dude. He's my dude, bro. I love that guy.
That guy's
good as actor.
That guy is hilarious.
hilarious, bro.
Good as actor.
Bro, we just watched Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend not too long ago. Tell me why that's one of my favorite movies of all time, bro.
Damn.
Because also of, what's his name? Michael Scott?
Oh,
Steve Carell.
Steve Carell, dude. I love Steve Carell, dude.
Está pesado, bro. Yeah. No, great movie. Great movie.
Great movie,
Not
dude.
my favorite, porque like I said, I'm not into love stuff, but
Well.
definitely a great movie.
Okay, también sale la Emma Stone. She's a really good
Oh,
actress
Emma
también.
Stone, she's really good. And also great at acting.
I love when she came out on Easy A. That was a good
Oh,
movie.
Easy A was a good movie.
That was
Easy
funny.
A made me mad.
Well,
It made me mad, like, no, don't do that. Don't, you're
was-
not her. Yeah. But at the same
but
time.
it was a message. She was trying to put a message. Pues acuérdate que she wasn't doing any of those things. She was
Correct.
trying to make it seem
Correct.
because
And the Easy A cover, the picture where I had that poster.
well,
But anyways, Peña, I think
yeah.
he deserves more than what he's gotten,
Marco Peña, yeah, he's a good actor.
Pero why does Betty still have the picture of Ryan up? Was that we've gone through a couple ads.
She was going like this.
Jesus.
I don't think it's because it's hot in the studio.
No,
I think it's because I was going like this.
Sí, no. Pero, man.
When,
No, that's a great characters, dude. Pero you also think he's, not getting the recognition he deserves?
Ryan? No, hell no, dude.
No,
He's an extremely famous.
Recognized
He's an
personality.
A-lister.
Yeah,
he's an
100%.
A-lister. He's been in like blockbusters. Dude, he was in Blade Runner, the new one. My God, that's an awesome movie. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. I definitely
I don't
recommend
think
it.
I've seen that one.
Blade Runner, amazing,
Blade
dude.
Runner,
Ahí sale
Blade
la,
Runner.
también la something de Armas. I don't know what her name is, which her new movie's coming out by Larina, which is like, the new
Ballerina.
John Wick.
Oh, dude, I can't wait to watch that one.
And so, as she comes out in that movie with him, Blade Runner, yeah, dude, watch it, dude. So good.
Speaking of ballerina,
Yeah.
how do you feel about? Obviously, we don't care. We're all about movies. We're all about roles, whatever.
100%.
When we watch a movie, we watch the actor, and we're like, dude, performance amazing.
Amazing.
Pero I have a thing. For example, for me, when I watch a movie, when I was younger, I didn't like women to be the main fighting character. I didn't like it. I'll be like, nah, unrealistic, ¿verdad? Pero now that I'm older, I actually do like it because that just makes me think, dude, it is true that how is one super small girl gonna beat up 15 guys?
Oh, right.
So before I would be like, that's dumb, but
Ana de Armas, bro.
Dude, no fire, eh? Es muy fuego. Is she Latina or what she got on her? What's going on with her?
I think she is. I don't think she's Mexican. She's something else.
Honduran. Okay.
Cuban.
Cuban?
Ah.
Oye, chico.
Oye, chico.
Okay,
Está
okay,
algo
shout out
picante.
to-
Está algo picante.
Shout out to Cuba.
So I heard supposedly that when she started, I don't remember what movie it was. It might have been War Dogs, but I can't really remember. That's the first movie I remember seeing her
War
in.
Dogs. Okay, yeah, I remember that movie.
She when they told her, I think the thing was they asked her if she spoke English.
Right.
She said yes, right? To get
Right.
the audition.
Been there, done that, papa.
Said that she had to. Yeah, you're still. We don't know still
My
if
English
you do or
is
not.
still.
Your English is
still
little bit.
poquito bit.
Y dice que she learned as much as she could before her
Right.
audition, but she didn't know English, or at least she didn't know that much.
Right, she wasn't like fluent, pues.
But she said, "I'm 100% just to get the audition."
Es que imagínate.
Yeah, dude.
Because that's sometimes what you need. Your foot
Yeah,
in the
and
door.
look at where she's at.
Yeah.
See, my thing is this, but I don't think it's just the female leads in action
Right,
movies.
right.
I think it's just all action movies, especially nowadays, lately. Some of the choreography for the fighting is a little off.
It's a little off, huh?
It's a little
Okay,
off.
Well, yeah, because I was gonna say, that's how I felt. And then when I saw Trinity in
Matrix.
The Matrix, I loved it because it made it. They showed me why she's gonna be so badass.
Yeah.
Entonces, when you do that, por ejemplo, this ballerina is one of those where
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it, and I was like, ooh.
and I get it. I know why she's badass.
Wow.
Like I know why.
Well, we're talking about the fighting right now.
Okay. no. Obviously, all that training, all the explanation behind, if she's from the whole John Wick thing, okay. Pero when they had, Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
And I get it. Charlie's Angels was more
And
about...
don't get me wrong, I watched Charlie's Angels, guys.
Let's just say I had it on replay.
You know what I mean?
lie.
Charlie's Angels. I remember my dad, had to trick my mom because they were having a surprise baby shower for her,
Yeah.
and my dad was like, "Let's go rent the Charlie's Angels movie, and we'll
Yeah.
have like a movie night." Dude, I was so excited. I was so excited, dude. Like
You're like,
I
it's going to
felt
be one of those nights.
like Charlie. You know what I mean? And I was like, I vienen my angels are
Sí,
coming.
sí, sí.
Yeah, dude.
No, pero there was something... ¿Cómo se llama? The main one?
Cameron Diaz.
Cameron Diaz. I think she set, at least for the new generation, which we would have been us at that time, she set that standard of hotness. Because when she come out on The Mask,
No, that was peak. That's peak, bro. You know what I mean?
I remember thinking to myself, I'm turning myself into the authorities because I shouldn't be thinking like
when
this.
she comes out in that red dress.
No.
Because you know what happened? There was a time when we were growing up, which is probably within the early 2000s, 90s to early 2000s, where it became extremely popular. And I think it's coming back for some reason, and I hate it.
Yeah.
It became extremely popular to be bone skinny.
Right.
Bone skinny.
Yeah.
And you'll see it if you watch Friends. You'll see that in the first season when they start, Courtney Cox and Jennifer Aniston are wow, right?
Yeah.
But then, like in the second season, they're like bone skinny.
Boards.
They're just bones.
Boards, yeah.
And I'm like, what happened? But it's because it became popular to not have that nice figure, be a little filled in.
Right.
It became really popular to just literally your
Extremely
bones.
skinny, yeah.
And I hated that. And I think Cameron Diaz, that happened to her because in The Mask, se miraba más llenita, a little more filled in, her face, full, cheeks, everything.
Bonita. Yeah.
And then later on, like in Charlie's Angels, she started looking a lot more skinnier. And,
Right.
And
Cheeks are still there, pero not the way they were.
Man. That kills him.
I
guess. I think, because, dude, do you remember James Bond, the actor from the game that we played?
Yeah.
Pierce Brosnan or something
original,
like that?
not the original, but one of the could be considered.
It was original for us. He was the James Bond when we were growing up.
the 007.
Yeah. Pierce Brosnan or something like that.
Pierce Brosnan. Oh,
Pierce
what
Brosnan.
a guy, yeah?
And, dude, this guy, in his movies, and I don't know for those people who saw the James Bond movies and this guy was James Bond, like, he would be walking around all cool, all suave.
Smooth
right?
as hell.
Just everybody shooting, everybody dying around him, bombs going off, and this guy's just... And then he would go like this. He would take out a 9mm with a silencer on it.
Put the silencer on.
Pose. And then go. And kills everybody like nothing. Didn't even go aim. Didn't hold it with the second. No, just...
Porque I remember
one-handed like this.
I remember the scene así. Y luego se hacía como close the camera and he'd be like... And then he looked... It would be like if they were doing a shoot. They were modeling him and he was just trying to like do all these different things. It's like you said. And he would grab his little suit.
Yeah.
Pull out.
No blood stains. No dirt.
No wrinkles.
No wrinkles.
Hair still.
Hair better. Looking better.
Oh, yeah.
And dude, what's up with that? Those movie scenes were crazy. Like, how come this guy's not dodging? How come he's not moving around?
Because the Matrix got us with flips. Okay, no wonder he's dodging all these bullets.
Bunch of stuff being destroyed next to you.
They even had to give him powers to, up, done. I like it. But my guy,
not one, and he would one shot kill everybody.
Yeah, because you'll never see him. You'll never see him recharge.
Oh, he doesn't
reload.
need to.
Yeah, he
doesn't need to.
Pew 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 pew.
Everybody, like nothing.
He few everyone. I was thinking this the other day, and I hope somehow if any of you know someone that knows someone that knows someone that somehow this can get up to Hollywood, which is probably too late. But if there was a way, if we can get, watch what I'm about to say.
I'm watching.
If we can get Matrix, Trinity story, how they found her and brought her to be.
Right. Woke her up.
Oof. I've thought about that for a while, and I always thought they'll do it.
Right. That's good.
I know she's older now, but I'm sure we can find someone.
Right, we would have to find a cast, a young
cast them.
And don't do the whole thing where it's it's a whole nother race. It's another. No, we have to get a white lady that looks exactly like her.
Give me the white lady with the short hair.
Please.
Don't. Mira, even do this. Even as a kid, she has short hair.
Yeah.
Don't give me the long hair. Wait, no, unless the long hair is because in the Matrix when she wakes up and then she has this.
That'd be badass, bro. Because you know how she was the one who had given the prophecy to her about that she was gonna find the one that was gonna be in love with him and everything.
Yeah, I need her to be in 3 stages. As a kid, things would happen to her. As in, like, whoa, because you're telling me that the one, like you said, was prophesized to her. You gotta give her the main character deal, but porque they wasted their time doing this last Matrix, which I love Matrix. Don't get me wrong, but they wasted their time doing this last.
It was trash. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. I love the Matrix. First Matrix is one of the best movies of all time. It's probably my top 3.
Yeah, easily.
The second one was still good, especially with the twins. You know, Morpheus takes out the sword, slices the car, tack, 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 you know, turns around, tack, tack, blows up the car. Wow, what a scene!
What a scene.
Third one, let's not talk about that one. Don't worry about it. It was still good, in my opinion, but I know why people say that it's not good.
Right. It makes sense. It makes sense, but it's one of those where you're still like, I'm still glad.
It's always hard to make a good finale for a trilogy. It's always hard. I feel like we're so hooked up on the first and the second that the third one, if it doesn't,
es que I feel like you could only expand the imagination so far. Yeah, once you go to the extreme of it's almost like a god, then what's the danger anymore? I'm no longer feeling that Matrix, you know, that little. Now I'm like nothing
this
you can do. Yeah, he can do everything.
Invulnerable. So, what if they would have done like a prequel where they thought they found the one, and it's like this another guy, right? And he's like doing all these things, but he's not the one. But he's like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So kind of like the same concept. It's just this one was actually not him.
Yeah, it wasn't him.
Where because Trinity's like, no, I'm not in love with him.
I don't love him, and then
and then they make it seem like como que
he's like doing all these things, and then or maybe he becomes like Anakin, where he like goes into the dark side.
Oh, and that would explain.
It writes itself. It writes itself, guy. We're writers. Relentless Matrix movie coming soon. Collab
very soon. Collab. Copyright. All
Trinity, obviously.
Neo.
I don't know. I guess I'll be new.
Dude, but I love that. That would be amazing.
Yeah, dude. Hopefully they hear it.
Before I forget, what about you guys? Put down there on the comments what movie or what sequel would you like to see?
Yeah. Harry Potter 10, maybe?
Oh, my face.
Isn't a new Harry Potter coming? I mean, there's a new show coming out.
Oh, no way.
But
like a series?
Yeah, like a series. But I thought, an HBO, by the way, not sponsored. But I thought there was gonna be like a new movie. Was there better or no? Where they're gonna be already adults?
Yeah, I thought so too. The kids were gonna be like
but maybe it's like on the.
See, porque it was supposed to be them taking their kids to Harvard.
Right.
Yeah, dude. I hope.
But yeah, they're doing a new show. So this is what I heard about the new show. They're doing a new show, new cast, right? But it's Harry, all of them. But I heard that because they're doing it into a series because that way they can do more of the details that were in the books that could not be in the movies.
Oh,
because the movies are, you can only fit so many things in there.
And now Megan Fox, she's the one from Transformers.
Of course, she's Megan Fox.
Dude, let's talk about how. Is
there anybody else named Fox?
Let's talk about how she lost it by leaving Transformers.
I mean, do you think?
I think so because, what else? Where else? She came out on the Ninja. No one liked that.
You want my hot take or you don't want my hot take?
Dale.
She's not a good actress. That's my hot take, guy. She's not a good actress. She tried other movies. Right. She did Jennifer's Body with that one guy with the curly hair. I don't remember his name, but he's a good actor. He came out on a new show on Netflix that's really funny. But and why wasn't it good? Was it because the movie wasn't good, or was it because she's not a good actress?
She's not a good actress.
She has looks. Don't get me wrong, but I think she was missing in the actress
because that's what worked for her in the what's that? Transformers saga was that she was hot.
Tell me what part of the Transformers trilogy
I couldn't even tell you one line.
Did she kill it and you were like, no, it's because in this part
I couldn't even tell you one line of hers. All I can remember is como being a little así dirty and like getting up to see Shyla.
The car scene.
And she was hot and by ¿cómo se llama el yellow car? Bumblebee, así just, that's what I remember. I wanted to also bring up Kat, I don't know if it's Kat V.
Kat Von D.
Von D, yeah, that one. Oh, dude. I'm going to bring her up because I started following her on her Instagram, I think it is.
I love her.
You love her too? Oh, I'm extremely in love with her. Her physical appearance and her way of being just so dark, so gothic. I don't know. It drives me insane. But she has a band. She has a band and she has songs in Spanish.
The Kitty Cats, no se llama. ¿Cómo se llama?
Se llama it's a cool logo too.
German. Von der Song.
But she's Mexican. I did not know.
Is she actually? Better, can we check that? Can we fact check that?
She was born in Mexico, but she's Argentinian.
Okay. Argentinian background, born in Mexico. Which makes sense why her tour in Argentina was so great.
her, I don't remember if her grandparents or her parents moved from Germany to Argentina.
Dude, okay, and now let me know what you think about this,
Yeah.
because this is my hot take on goth girls. Yes? Goth, I'm all for it. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
I was born in the, I was raised in the early 90s, early 2000s, early 90s, late 90s, early
Yeah.
2000s, which is, the year of the goths.
It was the
as
year
we-
of Goth.
as we know it.
Gotham City.
Gotham
we became
City.
Gotham City.
And so I'm all for goths.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But can you be too gothy?
Well, this is my take.
Because, and let me tell you really quick,
Yeah.
before you take your take, Kat Von D, as goth as she is, she's also very girly.
Yeah.
She's not full goth.
No.
She's not one of those that's like, I'm all gothy out,
Yeah,
you know?
no.
So she doesn't go fully to the... At least her character seems like she doesn't go fully into the dark side of
Right.
gothnism, as I like to call it.
Yeah, because and that's what I was going to say. This is my take on goth. I love, there's nothing that drives me more crazy than goth, right? If I see the style of, like her, like she's insane to me. But this is my thing. I love the appearance, all this. I just don't like the goth way of being, if that makes any sense. Porque some of these girls take it too far.
Yeah.
And some of the stuff they're saying, they're doing,
Girls
they want
and
to
guys.
believe.
Girls
And guys especially guys. I've met some of the guys that, dude, you can stand proudly.
That reminded me of the guy from Grandma's Boy.
yeah.
The black everything. I don't know you.
You are an idiot.
I am a genius. Samantha, you will be mine.
And that's the thing, right?
Yeah.
He comes out in his trench coat. He could have been cool, but then he has to go into his goth character. Like, dude. That's what I think kills goth culture, maybe.
Yeah.
But, I mean, we all have to be our own, It's like when we were skaters. Yeah. Dude, no, que loco. No, but what a character, though.
Oh, that
what
was
a
fantastic.
I have that jacket.
Let's go. What a character. I might even dress like him for Halloween. I don't know. We'll see.
We'll see.
Dude, hilarious porque I was saying, even us as skaters, growing up like a skater guy, a lot of skaters were into Jackass. And a lot of that time, we would do a lot of stunts, act a fool, whatever. And some people can say, like, dude, being a skater is cool, but that part, where you guys are acting fools, breaking things. And
Yeah, because my mentality as a skater was I don't give a crap. But then again, I don't know if that has to do with being a skater or being a teenager. Because I feel like at one point as a teenager, once you've dealt with all your issues
Right.
as growing up, as from middle school, right? Middle school, you're going through a lot of changes, puberty and all this.
Right.
So you're going through all these mental awareness of where you're like, oh, people think I stink. Oh, people think I have a mustache and now I look like, Don Pancho or something.
yeah.
And then as you get into high school, you start growing out of that a little bit. And you get into the stage of, I don't give a crap what people think about me. And so at that point, I remember being that character of, I don't care, so we would do crazy things.
Yeah, I'm down.
To a certain level, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Of I'm down, I
Nothing
don't
that
care.
can incarcerate.
I'll be loud here. Who cares
Yeah.
what the people looking at me?
Yeah.
We're going to skate wherever we
sure,
want. We're going to
for
do whatever
sure.
we want.
Yeah, because I
that
didn't
mentality.
even understood. Oh, no skating here. Private property. And I'll be like, bro, really? We're not hurting no one. But now that I'm a grown person and I have, my own stuff, I'm like, well, I would hate it if someone's skating on my fence and
Right.
destroying it.
Yeah, dude. So I remember that was my culture that I grew up with, was kind of like, I don't care. But
Right.
I definitely was not at the levels of Jackass.
But I think that's what happens with me and goth is I like the exterior physical appearance of the goth girl. It's attracted to me. It's just some of the goth girls take it too far. I
Dude,
think.
I'm so goth right now. Look at this.
Dude,
I got
you're
ripped jeans.
Sam Goth.
Super goth. Sam
Goth.
Goth feeling. I got Converse, the goth shoe.
Oh,
Sponsored by
official.
Goth.
It's officially the goth. shoe.
And the Broken Heart shirt? Hey, yo, goth, dude. Oh, I didn't know today's episode was goth.
Dude, pues, I'm wearing all black too. I didn't even realize. with a little bit of gray with my Harley Davidsons. Not a sponsor, by the way. But yeah, feeling it.
Man,
And I have my
today's
broken
so
heart
good.
inside in my chest.
Yeah. Well, I don't have any heart, but
Damn. Broken hearts, everybody.
but dude, my fuel for my actions of not giving a crap
Right.
was always to make people laugh. That was my number one fuel.
Yeah, that where you can be like, this is gonna probably be embarrassing, but if it gets a laugh,
Yeah, but it's gonna make
It's
people
fine.
laugh, so I'm gonna do it.
yeah, I'm there with
That
you.
was my number one fuel. Growing up in the 90s, in early
Growing
2000s.
up in the 90s, early 2000s, bro, El Fuego. That's all I can say. I mean, obviously, I
times.
was born in the 80s.
Wow.
In the 90s.
Wow.
I know some of you are like,
Old
what's
alert.
Your secret? What's your secret for looking so
Staying
young?
alive. Oh.
No, no. The secret for staying alive is somebody doesn't want me to die. They don't want me in heaven.
Well, I don't know if that's true, but
Well, I know a couple of you that want me to be gone. That's
All right.
insane.
Yeah.
If I ever die accidentally, guys,
Mm-hmm.
there is a secret note that I'm gonna leave behind. That person did it.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as me accidentally.
It says me, just me. I did it.
Jokes on you.
It was me all along.
Twist, dude. If it gets a laugh,
Hey, it gets a laugh though.
Venga. When I pass away,
Yeah.
and hopefully, I don't get fully destroyed. For some reason, I feel like I'm gonna like that, fully obliterated.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I don't. And then we can have an open. We can have an open casket.
Yeah.
I want my eyes open,
Okay.
and I want a recording that says "I see you," playing, just playing. I see you. Hey, I see you.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it would be amazing to die that way. I mean,
Probably
to be buried
not.
that way.
Probably not, but
Uh,
definitely not gonna do any of that.
What do you feel about this? It's gonna get a little dark.
These
real
nuts. What's up?
quick. I was gonna get a little dark real quick. Is like I was thinking when a family member passed away. I've only been able to come up to the casket 2 times. One was my grandmother, and the other one was my grandfather, and that was it. I could never come back up to the casket to see the actual body. Yeah, I'll come up to the casket just out of respect, but if the thing is open, I can't come up there. It's too much. How do you feel about that?
What? Coming up
Coming
to the
up to
casket?
open caskets, yeah.
Feel good, dude.
Feels all right for you?
Yeah, I feel good. Because I feel like for me, what it is for me.
Right.
No, for reals. What it is that I know it's almost like acceptance, right? We need to accept that because it's so simple and so complicated at the same time.
Right. It's one of those.
I accept it because there is no other option.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It's not like you have the option of not accepting it and therefore it's not going to happen.
But it's not like they said, if you do this and this and that won't happen.
Right. You all live this other reality. Right. No, the reality is that we live and we die, and there's
that's
literally nothing we can do about it. And so I've learned to accept that, and I'm not saying I don't have fear, because I think it's just human to have fear that that's going to happen. But because I've accepted it, when I see it in front of me, at least in that way, right, where you're going to a funeral, maybe war is different. You're seeing
seeing a bunch of people going down is probably insane. Yeah.
But when you're going to, I take that time as a way to kind of accept what happened, accept that person is gone, and know that almost kind of like seeing it is kind of your brain accepting it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Como que if you don't see it, then your brain kind of thinks, they might walk into the house at any point. I might go to my family's reunion and might see them again.
And you know what?
There's that little bit of percentage in your brain that still says they might still be there.
Right. That makes sense.
But if you go and your brain sees it, it's able to activate it and program it and say, this person really is gone. And
I like that. That makes sense.
I take that time, and I've done this every single time if there's an open casket. I take the time to go, or not even if it's an open casket, even if it's closed, I still go to the casket and I say my goodbyes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell them, I don't know if they can hear me or not, but at least for me personally, I like to just be like, hey, I loved you. You know what I mean? I'm really going to miss you. I'm not going to forget about you. I know, it was, I give my little speech to myself of who they were and everything.
For them, 100%.
Say goodbye and hope to see you again. Love you.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I remember being young, going up to a casket, not knowing what to say, not knowing what to do. I didn't even know what you do when you go up there. But now as an adult, that's the take that I took Was is now when I approach one, I say that sometimes. If I didn't really even know the person, I'll just be like, dude, I didn't really know you, but I'm just glad that I got to meet you and you did your time here. I hope, and I don't know why I feel that way too. Like I have to let that person know, dude, just go ahead, dude. It's okay. It's your turn, whatever. Great thing, dude.
Yeah, dude. And I think a lot of it has to do with us personally more than I hope the person because I'm sure wherever they are, this doesn't matter anymore, right? They're probably in somewhere where who cares about what's going on here on this planet or this earth or whatever. So I don't think it's for them. We're not saying, oh, you're okay, you can leave now. Yeah. It's more for us personally, a little bit selfish in the way of being like, I need to be okay with what just happened to this person.
It's what you said. Your brain actually will take it in, and you're actually waking up the next day knowing perfectly well that was it. That was it, and it's okay.
Yeah,
and it's okay. Ah, that's amazing observation.
What do you think about that, Ben? I know, I don't know if you want to talk about it, but
What's the question?
well, I know. But for example, I had a situation like that because I had one with my aunt where we were at the hospital when she was pretty much passing away at that moment.
Her last moments.
Her last moments, exactly. And I was able to say goodbye to her and, kiss her hand and everything and just be with her there, even though I was close to my aunt, but I can't say I was like every day I would see her and talk to her and everything like that. But I was able to have that connection with her, and I had a very similar situation with my girlfriend's dad, who I had not really been close to or anything like that, and really know him that much. I had barely started talking to him when, unfortunately, he passed away. But I was at the hospital. I was with him when he was going through those last moments, and I was given a time to be there in his room by herself.
Yeah.
And I was able to kind of talk, and I don't know if he heard anything that I said. I hope he did. But if he didn't, I was able to kind of, como dices tú, accept the reality of what's going on. My brain was accepting everything, and I was able to kind of express what was going on at that moment. But I don't know if Betty had anything like that, any experience like that.
No, I never said goodbye to my dad in the hospital. I didn't see the point at the time, just because him and I did have a really good relationship while he was alive. So.
Oh, okay. You feel like it's full.
Yeah,
full.
yeah.
Wow, that's good.
So when all the stuff was happening in the hospital, I was like, I was there.
Accepting it, or is it kind of cloudy?
No, I remember it if it happened yesterday. So yeah, I was there. I was present. I was taking it all in, but everyone kept telling me, like, go say bye, go say bye. I was like, I don't see the point.
Right.
And to this day, I'm like, I don't regret not saying goodbye.
I think
some people do need it. I think it's it's closure.
Yeah, well, that's what you were saying. No, it's for
closure,
yourself. Yeah. Yeah, because I'll say this. In my first marriage, I was really close to my mother-in-law at that time. And then, I got a divorce and everything went south, and I've never spoke to them ever again or nothing. But I'll say I was very close to my ex-mother-in-law, and I got news she passed away. And I thought I was going to be way sadder than what I was. But I think something happened, which I think is kind of what Vere got. Obviously, can't compare it to your blood and your father or your mother passing away, but where you feel full. Like, I felt that. I felt that I didn't owe her apologies. She didn't owe me apologies. I felt like we never got into it. Our relationship was genuine. It was good to where, okay, well, I hope whatever was next for her, it's fine, and I accept, and I can move on. I didn't feel any. It sucks that she had to leave because she was kind of young, but I'm guessing maybe that's kind of where you were too.
Yeah, like I said, we had a really good relationship, but we had our moments. We fought all the time.
Well, that's maybe why it made it good.
We're very similar in the way that we're very dramatic people. So
I'm glad that's caught on camera. I'm glad that's caught on camera.
Just playing it over and over.
Well, at least I can admit it.
Nice.
Never on camera, baby.
But yeah, we're both very dramatic people. So if anything happened between us that was like not great,
right?
We had our moment. We would fight, and then like a few days later, we were both just like, all right, that was so stupid. Like,
right.
Why are we not talking?
Normal.
Yeah, why are we not? And then we would patch things up, and it was just, it's that daughter-father relationship.
Yeah.
That it's unconditional.
Oh,
love.
yeah. Yeah, because I have, I have my daughters, but it's not. I don't have a favorite. No. Right now, I have a brand new born as well, a brand new baby, and she's a girl, so that'll be my third one.
So that's the favorite.
That's the favorite. With all that said, that's my favorite.
That's definitely the favorite one. She doesn't ask for much. All she wants is love.
All she wants is to be held and be told nice things so she can do her trompita. Just
Get talking about father. Last weekend was Father's Day.
Last weekend, Father's Day weekend. I wonder.
I don't know if anybody even remembers that it was Father's Day last weekend because ain't nobody cares, guy. It's the most unrecognized holiday of all time, dude. Of all time.
Fíjate, and this is real. This is real, people. You guys can verify this. It's
Mythbusters.
so unrecognized que we were going to celebrate my father.
Yeah.
My mother and sister-in-law, ni modo, it's for you guys, planned a whole trip, a whole vacation. Porque pues nothing is going on Father's Day. It's not that important. It's not relevant. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I wanted to take my father out for drinks and dinner.
And then, your spouse, your partner, whatever, comes and they say, well, what do you want to do for Father's Day? And then you go, well, I don't got money to pay for anything to take myself out for Father's Day, so I'll just stay home. Yeah. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Well, hey, guess who has to pay to take you out on Father's Day? You have to pay your own.
This is the thing. It's Father's Day, okay? It's like me with when I was married. But you never gave me nothing for Mother. You're not my mom. You're not my mom. It's not my job.
I mean, sometimes they can be your mamacita,
Oh, my favorite type of mom, Happy Father's Day to all the dads.
Happy Father's Day to all my traumatizer dads, all my moms who are also dads, and all the moms who are also moms.
If you are a single mom,
and your name is Reba.
Yeah. If you're a single mom, dude, you have a day called Mother's Day, right? Leave Father's Day alone. You're not a father. You're a mother. You're just a mother that had to work extra hard because the jerk wasn't there to help out.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay with sharing. I don't really care.
Yeah, I'm not okay
if
with
there's
that.
moms who celebrate Mother's Day, but they also have to do the work of the dad because the dad isn't there. He's a deadbeat dad and he left.
What a jerk.
And the mom has to be the mom and the dad. Yeah. And you get to celebrate both holidays. In my book.
Yeah. In my
I'm
book,
okay with
no.
sharing Father's Day.
In my book, and it happened to me, right? Because I was a single father of 3. And I had kids were in my care 100% of the time, everything. And people would tell me like, no, you're doing an amazing role as a dad and a mom. And I'll be like this, nah, dude. I'm only doing one role, and that is as a dad. And as a dad, I'm not doing the mom's role. I'm doing the dad's role, which is handling everything because it's my turn, it's my job. The mom's not here. And actually it offended me to be called a mom. It's like, no, dude, give me my credit.
You are
as a
kind of
man.
ladylike.
But yeah, that's different. That's different.
But mira, and that's where the difficult part comes because you see the part of the mom that I've understood because I also
Right.
I wasn't a single dad like you, but I was also by myself with my kids, right? Raising them for the time that I was having them, and then they would go with their mom, things like that. I would understand that when they're with me, they weren't receiving that nurture side of things from the mom.
Oh, so important.
That maybe if I were a single dad, I might have leaned into. The only reason I didn't lean into it was because they did have their mom just half of the time, and so that's why I didn't really do that. But I think sometimes if you're a dad, you do kind of, unfortunately, even if you don't want to, have to lean into the side of being a mom because kids do need that nurturing side from the mom so that they can have feelings, so that they can have compassion, empathy, and all these things that a lot of times as men, we have it, but we don't show it. A lot of times we don't express it. A lot of times we don't say, hey, you're feeling this way because this is what's going on and you have to understand. We go, hey, man up.
Yeah.
Hey, that's enough.
100%.
You can take it. Just
Stop.
Who cares? Move it aside, brush it. Instead of, hey, deal with your feelings, we go, just brush it.
Yeah.
Brush it off. You're fine. You know?
Yeah, because I've had that conversation plenty of times where I'm like this, mijo, yeah, hey, stop. No, but it's because, hey, I don't care how you feel about it. Yeah, let it go. All right, you know how men deal with this stuff. Yeah, boom, done, and let it go. Don't later over there be like, oh, well, yeah, no, let it go. Move forward, and if you move forward, you'll feel way better because we're done with that problem. But maybe because there's so many of us with different personalities. Like there's so many different personalities out here that maybe some of them needed that one touch, like you said, that mom touch that could be like, Mijo, mira, pues es que sometimes, our feelings, and we feel angry, we feel upset, we feel sad, we feel whatever.
Do you think it helped that you had an oldest daughter, so your
100%.
two younger sons were able to get a little bit more of the feminine perspective because you
100%.
have an older daughter, compared to us that we all grew up as brothers? We have no sisters. Me and Jay, we have 0 sisters, even though some of our youngest brothers. Well, let's leave it at that. We have no sisters,
right.
And so we really grew up. I wouldn't say cold, but we definitely didn't grow up with touchy, lovey, huggy.
We didn't see no one hugging and crying or...
You were crying and your brother would come, it's okay, bro.
Right,
You're good,
right.
dude. No, it would be like, hey, bro, you good?
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, just don't do that.
Yeah,
don't cry. Like, just stop it. And
it was never like, oh, let me hug you, let me kiss your boo-boo. Right. And, I got you.
Because
that fake injection, a little Band-Aid.
Yeah, because I see it now with my daughters. And
daughters
sons.
be like that.
I saw that.
Because even, my stepdaughter, whenever something happens to El Más Chiquito, right away has to go find out what's going on, what happened to him.
Right. It kicks in.
And when you're brothers, who cares? You know,
yeah,
you hear your brother crying, you're like, ugh.
Yeah,
this guy's
I was
crying
gonna
again.
say, if anything, you're like, no, hombre, este vato, you serious, bro?
Cry, baby. Get it together, guy. Man up.
Well, remember the story.
2 years old. Hey, man up.
Yeah, well, remember the story when Aaron hit you with that rock?
Dude, I still have a scar. I'm pretty sure it's on my left eye, right below my eyebrow. From
I remember
a day that I came inside. We were living in apartments. I come inside the house crying my eyes out, saying that it hurts, that Aaron hurt me. Aaron comes in right behind me saying, oh, this is why I don't like to play with this guy. We were, Aaron might have been like 8, I might have been like 4 or 5, whatever. Yeah. That's why I don't like to play with this guy. He's a crybaby. Yeah. You can't do anything to him because he starts crying. And then you pan the camera to me, and half of my face is covered in blood.
Well, the eye is out of the socket, like dingling.
There's a rock stuck in my eye. Just
this big, not a rock like no. Freaking.
Yeah, because this guy, I don't remember what he said.
We were trying to do
skip for the rock.
Yeah, es que in the apartment complex. There was a little grass area que estaba así, como a ditch or whatever.
Right.
And it got full with water from the rain. So we were like, oh, let's try it. And I kind of got it. But Aaron got it really good. So when he tried to do it again, you threw your rock and you went to go pick it up, which we should have probably said, no, we just get rocks from here. So you start going that way. You're bending over. This guy says, but it never hit the water. It just straight to the eye, like. Insane. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen. Yeah. And gushing blood.
Yeah,
I mean blood.
It opened my eyelid, right here.
No, it was insane.
It was bleeding, and but that guy was like, "Oh, this guy's a crybaby."
You look like the guy from Braveheart que tiene one side colored, pero just bright red. Así.
Ready for war.
Yeah, it was insane, and yeah. So Aaron's like, "Oh, I don't like to play with this guy."
Yeah. I like to play with him. Been with her. I was gonna say, so for Father's Day, what would be your ideal
Father's Day? Mira, this is what
celebration.
What I really, really always thought about Father's Day. If my children now that they're older want to celebrate me, my idea is let's go either bowling, let's go to a dinner, we eat and we conversate, like somewhere where we are doing something. I really like going to the zoo. I like going to the zoo. Maybe wake up early in the morning, get breakfast.
That's one of the most insane things I've ever heard.
No way.
Yeah, dude, and I hope this isn't offensive. Might be a little offensive. Might get canceled for this. For sure, that's a response a special needs kid would answer. Dude, you're gonna tell me that's not an answer from a special needs kid?
Because I like outdoors.
Dude, but there's so many other places. Go anywhere else.
No me digas que.
Go anywhere else, dude. The zoo is crazy. Hey, guess who doesn't like to be in the zoo? The animals that are there, guy. The animals hate being there.
Bro, the animals
and you're like,
hate it.
hey, let me go see these guys hating their lives.
People like me are the reason they're there.
Dude.
Because we keep paying them.
Hey, guess how many animals I get to see in the summer during,
Yeah.
in the zoo? None, because they're all
hitting
sad as hell, depressed. Trying to get some shade.
Eso sí, I've never seen the animals. They're never around. They're never around.
The zoo is. Let me tell you right now, the zoo is easily one of the top worst answers I've ever heard.
Yeah. Well, that's it. That's right there.
That's a depressing
Pero
life.
number 2 celebration would be now obviously me celebrating my dad.
Okay.
And just nice dinner, couple beers. I think my ultimate celebration for me being by myself.
That was the question.
The ultimate celebration for me, give me $100.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go by myself to like the bar or something. That would be
also every day.
an everyday thing.
What you do every other day?
Also just a regular day.
Yeah, the weekends. A regular weekend. That's crazy, dude. And I am gonna, for sure, we're gonna post that zoo answer because.
Oh yeah, the zoo. I like the zoo.
That's
I don't know why, but I like it.
answer I've ever heard.
That's what I would want to do. My children take me to the zoo.
You know what I would love to do on a Father's Day? If there was a good movie out, go to the movies.
Oh,
I'd be down to go to the movie theater and go watch a good movie.
Do you expect or do you want a gift or you just want an activity?
Honestly, reality or just answer for the pot?
Reality.
Reality, I don't expect anything. Ever.
Right, correct.
Even on my birthday.
Okay.
Christmas. That's why I said reality or pot answer.
We're gonna do both, but we're gonna do reality, and I like it because that's true. Now that I think about it, that's why I could. You saw how I was like, what do I want? What would I do? How long you bang with her?
How long you bang with her? Yeah, I've never been asked what do you want.
Pero bueno, now let's say fake news.
Fake news. Definitely never expect a gift. You know, and I feel like I'm an easy person to give a gift. Because I like the typical things, you know what I mean? You can buy me a t-shirt. I'm a simple man when it comes to t-shirts, you know what I mean? This is as much as you need my t-shirt to have.
Yeah, it's good
simple
enough.
little things. I'm a medium, sometimes large, depending on what I ate the night before. A cologne. I'm all good. I'm a sucker for colognes.
Ooh.
I'm a sucker for accessories, like for my iWatch,
like
your phone, whatever. I'm a sucker for anything anime. You know what I mean? A manga book, a little, what do they call these model things? Whatever, figurines. Anything manga, honestly, anything anime, I'll dig it for sure.
Yeah.
I like pandas, so anything pandas also. So I think I'm an easy person to give, but I never expect. I think I would rather do an activity, and when I say do an activity, it involves also. I'm okay with also staying home.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I have to go out and about.
But you're more about making that moment.
100%.
More than the value, cash value of the thing. Is more like, dude, wait, we can have a moment? Yeah, okay, I'll take the moment.
For example, my girlfriend gifted me, what was it, Betty, last year or the year before the season?
I don't remember.
I think it might have been like 2 years ago for Father's Day. Gifted me the season, I think 2 or 3 seasons of The Office. And we just bought food and we were watching The Office for the whole day. That to me is...
That's fire because that's all I did on 2005. Watch The Office.
Ever since The Office was on streaming, every year I watched from the beginning to the end. Every year.
I'm with you.
One time only. Every year.
Okay.
Every year I watch it from beginning because, and this is the only reason, I would watch it multiple times.
Yeah.
But my problem is, once I start it, I don't watch anything else.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
That's why you don't want to start it.
That's why you can't start it, because if you start it throughout the year, I'm not going to watch anything.
And you can ask my children, that's me too. If they're like, Dad, again, I'd be like, I don't know. I end it, and then I would just do it. But you know what happened to me? In 2005, I used to watch it on TV. But I didn't get it. I got it, obviously, the Comedy Todo, but I never got to see the sequel, right? Like the sequence. I just got to see random episodes that they would show on Channel 45.
On TV, yeah.
But when streaming came through,
you can watch from beginning to end. So that's what I did for this Father's Day was just rewatch The Office, start it, and I think I'm gonna make that my annual tradition to just start watching The Office on Father's Day.
Oh,
and I'll start from there.
And it's great because The Office is an amazing show. I think it's very fatherly.
Are you Jim and Pam, or are you Michael and what was her name?
Holly.
Holly.
What do you prefer? What relationship do you prefer?
Michael and Holly.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Jim and Pam, to me, mira, the characters that they played are amazing, and I get it, but it's way too... The style of romance is not my style of romance. Jim has to try too hard.
Yeah.
He has to do things,
dude,
because he wants to.
If you think about it, Michael and Holly are more compatible than Jim and Pam. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's more compatibility. Their relationship is stronger because of that.
Well, I'll tell you this. Jim was playing pranks on Dwight. And Pam joined in because she wanted the attention from Jim. Not because she enjoyed it, but because she wanted to partake with Jim. Holly is clueless. Michael is clueless. They're clueless together, right? Because Holly would do the skits by herself or with Michael. But the skit's happening. So that would be me.
Yeah.
That would be me. That's my style of relationship that I think I like. Because I don't like the, like
I did
Jim.
Jim, please.
Oh. Jim when he did on the episode where
also Pam left her, cheated on her fiance. Hey, Polly never did, or no, she never did that to Michael. Saying.
Did you know that there was a version? Remember when Jim they're out, I think it's him, it's Dwight, and I don't remember who they're out doing the cyber promotion for all that bullshit. Mm-hmm. And the new receptionist girl or whoever that is tries to, apparently, they did a version where he did fall, and they did a version where he didn't fall. But thanks to God and the writers and everyone, they decided that if they did that, they were going to lose Jim, the character. Yeah. Because I would have disconnected, because that's not what he was about.
Right.
It didn't go with him.
He did so many things for Pam where he could have, like, for example, when he was dating that girl in the beginning.
Not Karen, the other one.
The very beginning,
the
not
purse
Karen.
lady. The purse lady.
The purse lady.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
And he decided, okay, he didn't want to be with her because he didn't feel that way about her, even though Pam was with somebody else. And he was like, nah, even though I have all the right to be with you and whatever until this girl,
single, beautiful woman.
He was like, I don't really feel that way about you, so I'm gonna let you go.
This is what happened, right? They're in the boat, and remember they're talking, blah blah blah. And Roy, Pam's fiance, and I don't remember that girl's name. Cindy, Rachel, Mindy. I don't know. They were connecting in the, I used to be a cheerleader, and he's like, no way, we played you guys because he was a full player.
Yeah.
And he was looking like, okay, this is not me. Yeah. Right? That's how I would be with Pam. That's not me. I'm not about giving you little romantic details or little things. Como ya ves cuando he did they were going to do the fireworks at Dwight because he's crazy. Yeah. So he took her on top of the roof, made her a sandwich, made like a little romantic thing about it. I would have thought about it, but I wouldn't have done it. Because that's not my style.
Dude, how many romantic things did Pam do for Jim?
Zilch.
Wow.
She wrote a book called Bearman. Even though I like it, but still no.
That's crazy.
Porque what did Angela do for Dwight?
Dude, I forgot that they were the third couple that could have been mentioned.
Which I am Michael and Holly style.
Yeah.
But I've only lived Dwight and Angela's romantic life.
You are very Dwighty, yeah.
It is what it is.
Don't forget Ryan and Kelly.
Oh!
That's where I am right now.
That's where we have been.
That's my relationship right now, Ryan and Kelly, dude.
Dude, yeah. The level of obsession that Kelly has, somebody said.
Yeah, the toxicity.
Betty.
If you've never watched The Office, if you can get past the first 3 episodes, I would say probably just the first one, but a lot of people watch like the first season, and they're like, nah, it's not for me. And it's like,
what, dude?
Let it get good. Let it get good. It cooks.
To me, when I watched the pilot for that show, when it first started, I was like, okay, because Steve Carell, the character, obviously he didn't have that much money then, because then you can tell production level, and you can tell he's changed too. Then it made it very believable. But at first, if you're like, nah, this is dumb the way they were trying to do, no, just hold on, because you're barely getting to know the characters. Once you know them, you're like, I get it. I fully get it. Why everything.
Yeah, well, this is what I heard, because I love The Office, so I watched non-stop videos about The Office. Bloopers, obviously, I watched those.
Oh, they're the most funniest thing I've ever seen.
But I watched a video that said that what happened was that they were... So, obviously, we all know that The Office originated from a British show. I believe it's British.
Which I've watched, too.
And so, the character in the British show was supposed to kind of be an a-hole.
Ah.
And that's because that's kind of the humor in
where
Britain,
it goes.
You know what I mean? And so when they did The Office in the U.S., they started with that kind of character where he's an a-hole, but here that kind of comedy doesn't really work that well. And so they said that Steve Carell, he started doing his own thing, and he was doing there was an episode where they do the Olympics, they do the Office Olympics, and they give Steve Carell, Michael Scott, a medal, right? And so they said that when he was receiving that medal, he started crying. And that at that point, they were like, oh, this is what we need to do. So Michael Scott can't just be an a-hole. He's an a-hole by accident because he's trying to be a nice guy. He's trying to do the right thing, but he does it ignorantly. But that's the charismatic thing about him, that he is trying to be good, pero he's a little bit of an idiot about it. So as we always do it on Relentless Traumas, obviously, if we were casted, you would be Dwight, as from what I'm hearing.
If
Dwight or Toby, which one are you taking?
Damn!
Mira,
as long as I'm not Oscar at this point.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. You changed my mind. You changed my mind.
Let's start here.
Yeah.
Who would Aaron be? Ni modo. Say it.
I don't want to say.
Aaron's gonna try to say he is.
Aaron doesn't watch The Office, though. Aaron doesn't watch The Office, so I don't know if he would even know who these characters are. Oh, yeah. That literally is who he is.
Daryl.
Aaron is Daryl. Now that
Aaron is Daryl 100%. That was my first initial thought, and I spaced out as soon as
How did I forget about him?
Aaron is Daryl 100%.
100%.
I think I'm two characters that I can find. One would be Roy, which is Pam's husband. Okay, that would be one that I think I could fit into. But number two, I think I would be Michael Scott.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
No.
Scott, everyone? No? All right.
I think for sure Dwight.
Okay, I'll take it.
I love being Dwight. Dwight's good.
Oh, Dwight's one of the best.
Extremist much. So definitely Dwight.
Right. I can see myself as Dwight for sure.
Why the fiance?
Roy?
What makes you think you're Roy?
Because he gets all the ladies.
Nah.
No, okay.
Hey, Dwight gets ladies.
No, yeah, I'm Dwight. No, I'm Dwight.
Remember, Dwight got all the ladies.
When he got Elizabeth?
I think so.
Elizabeth, something like that?
When he was trying to get...
He was a wolf? Oh!
Yeah.
Nah, es que...
I am
Dwight.
Dwight gets ladies.
I am Dwight. Ya la pensé bien, and I am Dwight. 100%.
You're Dwight without the economical...
Right, I'm Dwight, pero depressed and sad.
Yeah, you're Dwight, but only the bad stuff. You don't have any other good
I'm
stuff.
Dwight, the one that didn't make it. Oh, my favorite type of Dwight. I'm Dwight, illegal.
You're Dwight, pero your nose isn't tiny like Dwight.
I'm Dwight. I'm Dwight, pero The Office, the Mexico version.
La oficina.
La oficina, bro. Donde, pues bueno,
yeah.
se desaparecen uno que otro.
Hey,
But yeah, you know what? That's different. I know you don't understand who you are in The Office. Your role, your paper.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Mira, I would want to be Michael Scott too. I thought I was Jim growing up.
Right.
But my girlfriend would say I'm Ryan 100%.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Right. That's where you are. I mean, you're more... Mira, es que this is the thing. You're like a mixture of Ryan and Jim.
Yeah.
Pero you're actually... el que hizo de Lady Gaga. ¿Cómo se llama?
Gabe.
That guy's hilarious.
Yeah, he's it. No, but yeah, you would be a mixture of Ryan and Jim.
Jim.
No,
Jim, attitude, Ryan, stature.
Yeah, porque como Jim was kind of, took him a long time to be successful in his career, todo, pero not Ryan. Ryan was ambitious, ready to go when it came to business and money. Yeah. Pues ni modo, Veres, obviously Kelly.
I wouldn't say Jim. I would say Michael and Ryan.
More Michael and Ryan?
Yeah.
Because I'm short. Wow.
Damn.
Making sure. Making sure I'm reminded of shortness.
She wants to make sure
you wouldn't be any of the characters that are tall.
Sí, no.
You would not be any of those.
She literally said, no, porque Jim treats his lady very well.
What's that? Let's go. Let's get into it. You want to talk?
Okay, I think you would be a mixture of Angela and Kelly. Kelly.
It's Angela mostly because of his height.
That's why. And skin color.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are in the series?
Kelly.
Kelly for sure.
Kelly Clarkson.
For the 4? Obviously not the skin color.
I don't know. She's very dramatic. I could be like that too.
Yeah.
She's very weird. Says really, really weird things. All the
She
time.
would say a lot of. She would just come out.
The way she just obsesses over Ryan.
It's
I obsess
insane.
over Sam.
Okay, I like it. I like the observation of
The
the
only
Kelly.
reason I say Ryan is because when I do get all weird and obsessive over Sam, he like hates it.
Like Ryan did.
Yeah, like he plays hard to get.
I remember that episode where ¿Qué pasa? Where they're like when he says, and then we went back to my room and I slept with her on Valentine's Day, and he realizes okay, he's done. And they show her saying it, and it's an amazing love story. But in his version, it's like, oh shoot. Pero hey,
Stuff.
at the end,
They end up
they
together.
end up together.
Yeah.
They did abandon the baby. That was crazy,
But the baby found a new mom,
which was great.
which was great. There you go. Loves Happy Endings. You know? Which also great show. If you haven't watched it, Happy Endings is on Hulu, I think.
Wait, there's a show called Happy Ending?
There's a show called Happy Endings. It's very like New Girl, very like that type of sitcom.
Ooh, I like that.
And I would definitely recommend. Oh, they show Coach, right? Is it? No,
Yeah.
it's Coach. Yeah, Coach from New Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 'cause he left.
The original or the second
The
one?
original.
Oh,
well, there is
nice.
only one. What? Yeah, there's only one Coach. What are you talking about?
Winston.
Oh.
You talk about
is the
Winston?
other
He
black
wasn't.
guy.
He wasn't.
Oh, they didn't replace him.
Yeah, he
just
wasn't
came.
Coach. He was just another guy that came through.
The whole time I was trying to pretend I didn't notice.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't want it to be
I mean,
oh,
what,
you think?
what
oh,
did you think happened when he returned? It was two coaches. You thought they were twins, or
That's true. I forgot about that.
but yeah, Coach, the original Coach, or not the original Coach from New Girl.
Yeah, todos confundidos.
He leaves for us. You'll see it if you watch New Girl. You'll see that he left.
Yeah.
Because he left to go do this other show, Happy Endings, because he was kind of like one of the main. It's a
He
good
was
show.
getting a better role over there.
It's a good show, dude. It's really funny. I just think it didn't hit because there were so many good sitcoms of that time that I think overshadowed it.
Yeah.
But it's a good. I think it has like maybe 2-3 seasons. But they're good. I would definitely recommend if you do like those type of shows, The Office, New Girl,
Yeah.
Friends, all that schneebly. All that schmeckles. Definitely recommend to go watch Happy Endings on Hulu. Not sponsored, by the way.
Sick. Not sponsored, pero hey, Hulu.
But Hulu, let us
open.
know.
We're open.
We're ready to do a show called Two Brothers and One Trauma.
Exactly. Two relentless brothers in trauma.
Yeah.
And it's a great show. It's about how two brothers and their one brother who is special needs. No, but it's all
He
inclusive.
said it.
How they start a podcast and they become very successful. Life is
Yeah,
crazy.
podcast shows right now so hot right now.
There's a lot of in and outs and love stories and blah, blah, blah.
Again, everybody, happy Father's Day.
Happy
Sorry
Father's
that
Day,
we didn't say
papas.
that last episode.
Yeah, sorry about that,
Happy
guys.
Father's Day.
Pero
we
mira.
forgot, dude. It's because Happy Father's Day was Father's Day is so unmemorable that we forgot. that it was
Fíjate,
Father's
we
Day.
tried. We were like, we're going to do this whole thing. Pero life itself, because don't forget, it's called Mother Nature, made sure that things didn't work out. And this is all we can do for
And I must say Happy Father's Day and Happy Mother's Day again because people might get upset. That I'm
See,
saying
we
Happy
might
Mother's
as well
Day.
say, no.
and not recognizing Mother's Day again.
See, no, but Happy Mother's Day. Mothers, you are...
You mother, you,
You
mothers,
mothers. You
Este,
mothers.
guys, don't forget we started kind of a new series. We are going live more constantly. Where Relentless Trauma's out and about. You'll see us. Please, when you see the live, go watch us, comment, ask questions. We're more than
Share.
willing to answer any questions at those times.
Share. Stay tuned because,
share.
guys,
See ya.
we are going to have a... one of our lives is going to be us during the pod. We're going to do a live and we're going to record the pod, so it'll be insane. A lot of times, there's a lot of insane things that happen here that we have to save for other type of content. And no, I'm not talking about the blue pages. But yeah, stay tuned. Live show coming up soon.
Self-reviews.
I'm so excited, guys. Thank you for all the apoyo. Thank you for the 100
All the
subscriptions.
Thanks for all the chicken, all the apoyo.
Thanks for the pollito, asao. But no, thanks, guys. For sure, like Sam said, a lot of new things coming up. A lot of stuff coming. I'm super excited. Thank you.
Like, share, subscribe, hit the notifications. Go
Follow.
watch all the episodes if you haven't watched them, and if you have, go watch it again, just like we do every year for The Office.
Yeah.
We love you guys. Love to see you. Take care. Better, anything you want to say before we leave? You love me. You love me. And what else?
I love you. I'm obsessed with you. I want to marry you. I want to have your children.
Edit all that out. Edit it! Alright, love you guys.
Love you guys. Later, traumatizers.
With feely, touchy,
but we
touchy,
didn't
lovey,
see.
huggy, huggy. With feely, touchy,
but we didn't
lovey,
see.
huggy, huggy.